What is good, people? Welcome back. So in last week's video you would have saw us pretty much overhaul the entire rear braking system. That is from discs, pads, bearings, brake lines, flexible pipes, braided lines. So we got quite a lot done. It was a very long process and nothing went to plan, but it's a 32-year-old car and things never really do. We've actually got some fun stuff to do today. I'm not going to do any tedious mechanical work, so today's reserved for some fun stuff. We've got pretty much a front end we're going to be sort of swapping out and a couple of the stuff. So make sure if you enjoy these videos, give it a like and subscribe, and let's crack on. Before we do anything, let's give it a little start. So the first part we're going to be fitting are these smoked indicators. In a couple of vlogs prior we did fit these smoke side repeaters just to kind of clean up the side a little bit. Currently some clears on at the minute and we're just going to be swapping them out. Right, what do we think? Put the smoke repeaters on, or side indicators I should say. In matching with the whole car, I mean, if you come to the back, you've got red, black, that's pretty much it. To the side, obviously, you've got the smoked indicators, and then at the front, there's nothing that's amber. So I think they look a hell of a lot better. The reason why this one fits a little bit skewered is because obviously this side has been hit and the iron inside the metal frame is bent, which is obviously what the indicators clip onto. This one's not looking great either. When we replace the bumper, obviously it will have a good iron, which means the indicators will sit a little bit better. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Would you have stuck with the clears, or do you prefer smoked? I've been after a red stripe single grille for a long time. Now I haven't got one, but I have got the next best thing. We have a debadged single light grille with the Jetta lower section. Now the Jetta section is different because obviously the Jetta light is kind of square, so it goes all the way across. On the Golfs, this inlay isn't there, so this section here is obviously cut out for the Golfs because of the circle lights. Now the reason people do it is it just gives it a bit more of an aggressive look. This one hasn't been done great, so I'm going to make some modifications and just see how it goes. So as you can tell here, obviously you have to trim the Golf section a little bit just to get the Jetta strip to fit. Let's make our modifications and then we'll chuck it on. Right, so we've just been messing around, spending the last sort of 10-15 minutes or so just shaving down this headlight section. In order for you to get them to fit, you have to shave this section in, obviously, because you can see this lip goes inwards, and then again on that side. It's not 100% job, but then it wasn't 100% job before me, so I pretty much just made it a little bit better. I was very, very lucky to have the lower piece in the exact same colour as the car. This is an Alpine white. The guy had an Alpine white, and then pretty much it's just going to be a straight fit. Just whip off the old grille, chuck this on, and see what we think. I think it needs a grille. Grille? What am I on about? I think it needs a badge. I think that's what's missing. But also, because it's small bumper, it looks a bit empty at the bottom. I think it's better than the quad light, but it still needs a badge in the middle. What do we think? I think I'm going to leave it how it is. I'm going to leave the grill off, as in the new grill, leave the new grill on, because I still think it looks better, but we'll just be on the hunt for red stripe, VW badge, grill, job done. No Jetta bottom end, nothing like that, because it doesn't fit 100% in the corners. Now, you could probably glue it on and bodge it that way, but it's still never going to be 100%, and it don't tuck in properly with the, I mean, sort of, in that section. That's always going to stick out. Now, like I said, I can glue it, but it's not too bad. No, it's not too bad. It's better. That's all that matters. It's better than it was before, so we're pretty much happy with that. This is where the Mark II goes too tall and it won't fit. Oh, it's just too big. Oh, God's sake. That's too big for the top. Oh. There we go. That looks a bit better now. All badge grills. I've never been a massive D-badge grill fan, but they're quite hard to find now, especially with all of the clips intact, so you kind of have to snap up the deals when you can get them. Right, so the next thing on the list we have bought is this thing. So what this is a headlamp upgrade kit for the Mark II Golf. I believe it fits Mark 1s, Mark 2s, Mark 3s and sort of Volkswagens around this age. I'm pretty sure you could use it on any car that has sort of the H4 bulb connections. So what this does is give you a better light output, gives you more power, and if you're running a HID kit, it just kind of supports the system a little bit better. So we're going to chuck this on now. This is 60 watt output. Now I don't know what the original is, but it definitely isn't that. So I've just spent a little bit of time just test fitting it and just kind of seeing where I'm going to route the wiring. I think what I'm going to do, first off, we ended up putting the fuse on top of the relay just to make it a little bit more compact. And what we're going to do is pretty much hide it under this section here, and then from that obviously we have the positive for the battery, and then we have this earth that comes off this side. With this one, the instructions say to drill holes in and create your own earth, but what I'm going to do is extend this wire, run it all the way through the conduit, or whatever the bloody hell we call it, and then just connect it to this one, and then I can go straight across the battery, and then I've got a good earth point. Saves me drilling holes in the car, which I really don't want to do, and it kind of makes for a bit of a neater install. Going across the car, I'm going to go obviously over and in, and then just kind of work it that way.
I tried driving it out. He caught me. See that? Some revs are in there. Find some revs in there, kid.
I thought I'd take you out in the Mark 2 just to see how it's been, because
I've not been in it yet.
And I've not had a chance to drive it because I took it off the road, and it's just been like, obviously loads of downtime, but now we're semi-fixed.
We've got a small air leak, so that when he puts the brakes on, the engine cuts out.
Yeah, I'm stealing vital oxygen that is needed for the engine to be running, to use as brakes, so I have to choose whether I want to drive or stop.
Drive.
So right now this probably will stop.
Nearly. We saved it.
We got a modified Polo behind us.
Girlfriends!
I'm not even going to attempt to leave it because I bet you that's a 1.4 and it will still.
It's a 1.4.
It will still destroy it. Oh, at least there's that proper bag now.
Fun.
There's a girl, what was a lad?
It's girls!
What was a lad? Don't cut off, it would be embarrassing.
Say hi to.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Whee! Whee!
This is where this blows up. Hard not to thrash your car when you know it's fragile. But you just like
it'll be fine.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a SpongeBob 3 minutes later and we're pushing the car around.
I mean, like the last time we travelled along this stretch of road together.
No?
Alright, a little bit further on. What happened on this stretch of road a little bit further along?
I think your engine decided not to be a full working
Cylinder
engine.
2 left the chat.
Yeah.
Flashback.
The whole, yes, you're not meant to be able to see that.
Do you know what? I heard loads of knocking. I thought your car was backfiring.
So as I was saying before, remember to pick the camera up. That cabriolet I picked up.
They don't know. They don't know you picked one up.
They'll know by then.
From scratch.
Oh, okay. I picked up cabriolet. I'm going to make a video on it. I don't know if I'm going to put it on my own channel.
I think you should.
Or if I'm just going to give it to Lewis. Because I don't have the time. Or
what to edit?
the memory and I'm literally editing everything, filming everything on my phone. Not a big fancy camera like this.
I think you should just do it. Well, just try it.
Got to do some directing here. Turn to your left. What are you looking for?
My keys.
Turn left and follow the road round.
No, cut out. It's cut out.
If you turn right, it goes back up to the A50 island.
Left, yeah.
If you go that way, it goes back to the A50 island.
Which way am I going?
That way.
Okay.
I just realised this is the second week in a row that I've come around your house and your videos premiered and I'm not watching it.
Where are you?
I'm here. I don't even get to watch your videos, I'm here filming them.
I could have done it.
Could have done a. Could have, should have, would have.
We got to do some B-roll around it.
Some B-roll. We love your B-roll, he does.
I thought we'd let the car cool down a little bit because although it doesn't sound like it's been thrashed, it's old. It's very old. I think one thing we've noticed, when did I notice? I think I was doing a little bit of off-camera messing around. I think I just had the car idling and we noticed it's got a massive air leak. I'll explain where. So, after a while of trying to figure out where it's coming from, if we go right under here, there is a plastic housing that sits in between the inlet manifold and the carburetor. So what's happening what's happened is this gasket itself is made out of plastic. Obviously when it gets hot, cold, plastic cracks. The air that the inlet manifold is accumulating to obviously put into the engine, it is escaping out of that crack. But the problem with that also is because the brake assistance comes from the inlet manifold, it is also, when you brake, it is stealing essentially that air from running the engine, which is why sometimes when I start to come down to stationary, it tries to cut out. We take it out for a little drive. We've got Ben here as well. It's always nice to see Ben on the channel. Headlamp loom is on. Do I know a difference? I couldn't tell you. I need to get I need to take the loom off, do a picture then, and then put the loom on and then do a picture then. But I honestly don't know if it's any better or not. Well, there you go. We've made an improvement. The lights are now much better. At least we've got rid of the old halogen bulbs, which get extremely hot. The LED ones are known to always run cool, so that's a good thing. We also, I don't think I've mentioned it in the vlog, this thing, dim dip resistor. So this thing does exactly what it says. It dips a dim. It dims the dipped beam light when the full beam is on. But what this is a huge resistor, which obviously when power runs through it, it will reduce the amount of light coming out of the dipped beam light. But a lot of people have reported these actually start fires. Mark 2s, Mark 3s, I don't know if Mark 1s have it. Any other car that has something like this, just get rid of it. Because it's old, this is 32 years old, it's been rained on and just it doesn't work how it used to, so we've got rid of that, so at least that's another less fire hazard to have in the car. Yeah, Yeah, I'm happy with that. Looks a lot better, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Got to say, babe, it's nice to have you around and working on the cars and stuff. It's been a little while.
I know, it's horrible, isn't it?
It is,
It's
but
almost like we've been enjoying summer that hasn't been here.
if you're not from the UK, you will not understand.
Now we're in summer and it's
Oh, it's
September.
coming to the end of it now. Look at it. It's like 8 o'clock, half 8 o'clock. Loom obviously runs just underneath this. It's loosely cable tied to the bonnet cable. Runs across here, in there, and then obviously I've just tucked it underneath all that wiring because it's not going to move. Straight onto the negative and then positive. Job done.
Straight to the battery.
Straight to the banner, and I don't think before I say stuff sometimes.
Words are hard.
Yeah, but every so often we're going to try and tackle stuff in the engine bay because what the hell is that, people?
What's that?
What
It's
is
a check
that?
valve.
Yeah, look, they've
Wait,
drilled
what
in
the
it. Exactly. Yes, and this is exactly the problem. I'm going around this entire car and I'm seeing lots of things like that I then have to A, fix and then modify on top to make my own spin.
Struggling.
Yeah.
I'll take over because I know what I'm doing.
This bolt here, while I was messing around with it, was stripped. So it wasn't being pushed down. I mean, it's not doing a very good job at the minute, but it was, they completely cross-threaded it. So I ran a helicoil through it and that's all good now. It's just little things like that someone's just kind of bodged it together just to get it to be working, but not thought that someone else has got to go in there and they're going to obviously want to fix it. So this is the kind of stuff we're up against. It's a 32-year-old car and it's had 11 owners, so at some point there's going to be a lot of bodgeries and problems we've got to fix. But
It doesn't matter on the age, you're going to get lots of bodgers, aren't you, no matter the car.
exactly, so we're just going to have some fun and slowly build it and have some fun doing so.
Sick!
We are still drawing up plans for the interior, guys. I need some help. Obviously we've got the Recaros going in, but I'm just struggling to find a design. I've got an idea in mind, but I'm not sure because I want to do everything. I want to do the seats, the dash, pillars, headliner, the lot. Center console needs doing, obviously rear seats, parcel shelf and the supports want doing. It's going to be an entire interior build. It's going to be more involved than the Golf Estate, so it needs to be a design that A, I'm not going to get bored of, and B, it's got to look good. Even the boot section, I'm going to try and do something with that as well, but I'm just drawing up plans at the minute. If you guys have got any ideas, just let me know in the comments down below. What was you looking at?
You knew wiring loop.
Oh!
I was looking at all these extra plugs and I was like, yeah, yep. What's that one?
I think that's fog light.
That's fog
I
light.
could be wrong, I don't know.
I imagine I thought
New
that
loop
was
is
been like.
installed.
Sorry.
No, I think that's for inner spots.
So what the hell is that?
Oh, I don't know these things.
All these Mark II.
Oh, that's the
Oh, it's for this!
dim dip resistor.
Dim dip resistor.
Yes, which we deleted very quick. So, anyway, people, we are going to be ending the progress from now. If I have nothing to do, I will see you next week for another video. Peace.